A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 44 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and long. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 46.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll lay out out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Prescott. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. On play action, Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the ground is Michel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 31, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. And again, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Prescott yet again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To the air again, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Hey. Yo, go.
49. I'm coming for you. You mine. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 43.
Hey, kill. 47.
Damn. Watch twist.
Now a give right side. It's Taylor, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Strip the ball.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And able to find Dorsett. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All day. Say.
80 weapons.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go. Look at me. Go. Get it.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Murphy. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run with Murphy. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again here with Murphy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, check.
5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Now watch run. 49's the mic. Watch 42.
Looking to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
49.
Hey, Wahoo! Secret!
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Head up.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, it's Gordon. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Anderson's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go, here we go. 58 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Here we go, going to 54. 180. Sweat, hey. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take The defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Switch.
They'll go with Murphy here on first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Murphy again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, it's Murphy. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 49.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Ready? The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
That's sock, baby. That's baby sock. Check 24. Check 24.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, seam six. Lead dribble.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
44 the mic, 44, 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the safety crease.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
56 the mic, boys, 56. Fair. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing. Hard. Switch.
2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Ready?
Another 8
Mike.
First
Gotta do better.
First and 10
Come on,
at
QB,
the
come on.
48.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
On the set.
49. Yeah, that's what I do.
They'll run on first down. Michelle.
Let's go, baby.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for our visitors, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium.